Edgewood, a West Side community in San Antonio. Years ago, it was an area known for its dignity and hard work. But today, it's a place in our city struggling with big inner city issues. Heart for the Neighborhood is facing these giants with faith, hope, and love.
Heart for the Neighborhood is a nonprofit organization here in San Antonio. They meet in the needs and serve families in Edgewood. A lot of those needs are physical needs, basic needs like food and housing, but they also meet the needs as far as health needs like offering vision clinic, health fairs. We also meet the needs, spiritual needs, by getting them plugged in to small group Bible studies or local churches there in the area that they can begin to grow spiritually as well, because we feel like that's an important part.
Heart for the Neighborhood's strategy for transformation is holistic. 7 pathways lead to freedom and life. Basic needs, education, finances, health, employment, housing, and spirituality. Our mission is to help people begin these pathways and journey together to discover a new place of life, love, and relationships.
Big need for us is just partnering with people, either financially or just with materials, to be able to further meeting needs of families, from little kids all the way up to elderly. Our partners and volunteers are a huge part of what we do as well. I'm learning that change happens sometimes in small ways, but those small changes actually begin to domino effect and lead to a whole bigger impact on the community.
Transformation is a two-way street.
So being part of Heart for the Neighborhood has really kind of changed my life and the way that I see the way God works in different people's lives. It's given me an opportunity to be a part of lives that I never thought that I'd be a part of any other time. And it just has shown me how big God truly is.
My first reaction the first couple times I went was wanting to try to fix, all their problems as if I didn't have any. But I realized that they're so rich in other things. And it's a joy for me to be able to see them every week and visit with them and hear about the way that God's answered their prayers. And God doesn't always answer their prayers in the way that my mind thinks that those prayers are supposed to be answered. So it's really neat to see them really learning to trust and depend on God, and that encourages me in my walk with the Lord as well.
It's been a lot of help to me, my family, my mom, and their prayers have helped me so much. I feel different. I'm not scared like I used to be before. Not at all. I'm always looking forward to her coming in and praying for me and my family. And she's been a big, big help to me and my family.
We started out going over there thinking, what can we do to love on other people? But like 98% of the time, we walk out of there feeling more love than we probably gave, with all the hugs and the thank yous and the I love you guys and thanks for coming over and spending time with us. And every single one of these families, they have said that they really need the bread and they appreciate being brought, but they actually all would give that up in a second just to have us come over and hang out. And so it means a lot that they look forward to our visits.
I almost think of volunteering in Edgewood as my first job. When people ask me what I do, instead of telling them about my part-time jobs, I tell them about Heart for the Neighborhood and how it got started, and being a part of the bread ministry there, visiting the families and praying for them, and it's a very important part of my life now. And John and I both enjoy being a part of it.
Well, now I have bread all the time, and it's not just for me, but I like to share. I always like to share bread and break bread with my friends.
I'm thinking of a couple that we go see. It's the only couple on our route where it's the husband and the wife. And they are both in wheelchairs. And the husband has diabetes, so he doesn't have one of his legs and use of one of his legs. And his wife is pretty sick, and so he has to get her out of bed every morning and dressed. And she has a really hard time even wanting to get out of bed. But he says that on Monday mornings that she'll say, no, let me sleep a little bit longer, and that he'll say, today the bread ladies come, and so she'll get out of bed and he gets her dressed and stuff. And so that's always neat to think that what I do once a week that only takes me a couple hours would bring somebody enough joy or energy to want to get out of bed, just to see me, to give them a little bit of bread.
Just the smallest part is the bread, the biggest part is the heart. And so it's been really neat to experience and be a part of.
I really like Heart for the Neighborhood because it's something that's so practical, so necessary, and so easy to do that it's something that anybody can come and be a part of and help with.
You don't get to walk into someone's life unless you have that open door that God gives you. And that's kind of what the bread does. The bread allows us to have an open door into these people's lives, and it helps kind of bridge the gap to say, hey, we can come in and get the bread, but it slowly becomes not about the bread anymore and about the relationship you have with them, because truly they're not as concerned about the bread as they are about that one-on-one interaction that you get to have with them, that love that develops between you and them.